before we do live jetting, we need to check our oils and clean our filter strainer. So let's start with the oils. I'll lift up the hood. So I just pull up this latch, spring loaded, release it, then ease back the hood. Now, I don't want to just let it go because it'll wham, okay? So I just help it ease back. Those spring loaded struts really push that, but it really helps lift it up. So we have 3 oils to be concerned with your jetter. Engine oil, of course, and our dipstick is right here. Should be nice and clear. Fuel injected gasoline engine, so it generally keeps the oil real clear. If it starts to look dirty, your engine probably needs some service. And the fill point is right here. Then there is an oil filter over here on the side. The oil changes are listed in your manual, but generally speaking, the break-in for the engine and the rest of it is about 30 hours. You change all your oils. And after that, the engine goes like every 100 hours. You would change your oil filter on the first change, and then change your oil filter every other engine oil change. Okay, 10W30 oil is pretty standard. Some of you might use 10W40. Okay, moving on. The water pump has its own oil, and it's 30 weight non-detergent, which is a hydraulic or lubricating oil. Some people call it pressure washer pump oil, okay? And you fill the pump half full. So, and it comes full, all this comes pre-oiled for you. But this big sight glass right here on the side of the pump, you can actually see the oil level, and it should be about halfway up. There is a dipstick in here as well. So, you also, when you check oil for the pump, take a look at it. You want that oil to be a little bit golden color or almost clear. Okay, if your oil starts to look gray or milky, your high pressure seals are wearing out in your pump. They're blowing water back into the crankcase oil, and you need to get your pump serviced. Okay. But the other oil is the transmission or gearbox oil here. It is a 80-90 gear oil, which is, these oils are available, your Napas and places like this, or from us. And the gearbox also, just like the pump, should be about half full. There's a sight glass right here on the end. Some of your older models might have a plug. It's just a brass plug, and you would actually just remove that plug, and if oil comes out, there's plenty of oil in there. And you would fill until the oil starts running out of the plug. But with the sight glass, you just watch the oil come up, and it just needs to read inside that sight glass a little bit where you see there's oil there. If you fill the gearbox too full, this is a breather up on top, it will spit out what it doesn't want. So you want to be real careful not to overfill the gearbox. Okay, again, the break-in for changing all these oils is around 30-40 hours or so. And after that, the pump and the gearbox can go 200-300 hours before you change them. Okay, so they can go quite a ways. So I don't recommend necessarily you do this with hours. You can, there is an hour meter on the jetter right over here on the hood. It's more important to get it on a calendar schedule. You know, if you jet a lot, you know, change your oils maybe 4 times a year with the seasons. If you don't jet very often, you might be doing it, you know, once or twice a year. But get it on a schedule and just make sure those maintenances get taken care of.